Well met, combatant. Did you choose your weapon well? Did you train for this match? We will fight. We will fight together. Oh, then what a perfect day. What is your weapon? A holiday card. What is that? You keep your weapons handy then. Does it have a blade, or teeth, or bladed teeth? From what is it forged? You expect me to know what the E stands for? Ooh, you bring a phantom! I believe it is time we come squarely face-to-face plate with the facts. You are bad at violence. The world can be harsh. Better you know now than to keep blundering through your existence with horse blinders on. Specificity in communication is key. I've just had a brilliant idea. I would be very, very happy to help you improve your sorry state. Among my other talents, I am a singularly gifted motivational instructor. Perhaps it doesn't interest you because you're bad at it. With a bit more skill, you might find great pleasure you hadn't encountered before. I do love violence. But this does not mean I do not have feelings. In fact, it is quite the opposite. From whence do you imagine springs the passion that must inflame me to generate the violence I so revere? It is because of this free flow of energy throughout my life that I am so emotionally open. And that openness has once again opened me to a grievous wound. You have wounded me. We go our separate ways. Count yourself lucky I am allowing you to go instead of chasing you out with your tail between your legs. You are not worth the grease on my ball bearings.
Guess you couldn't work it out.
There's something so intensely familiar about the cuddly stranger standing in your closet. The combination of his massive stature and the soft materials he wears produces an almost irresistible urge to hug him, and the aura of safety he emanates certainly doesn't help.
Well, well, well. Aren't you a sight for sore eyes?
Yeah!
Sure you are. I was just sitting here in this closet thinking how nice it would be to get a visit from my favorite person in the whole world. And here you are. Sure is nice to get exactly what you want sometimes, isn't it? Of course you are. Didn't you know? It brightens my day just to know you're in the house. I feel like we haven't talked in a while, though. Feels like I've been alone in the closet for a long time. It sure is nice to see you. Tell me, what brought you around to see me? Oh, well, I can see that. It has been a long time since we talked. It's easy for old things to get lost when new things keep crowding your world. And my goodness, how your world must have expanded since we were both young. I've grown up in this closet. You must have had so many adventures, so many stories. I've got an idea. How about you tell me a story of yours, and I'll tell you one of your old favorites. We can trade stories and get reacquainted. Probably have a heck of a lot of fun in the process, too. I might even have some new stories in here somewhere. What do you say, old friend? Oh, Careful there. You're gonna hurt my feelings. I suppose we were very young when we were close. I was a different bear then. I wasn't quite as tattered. Not that I mind the tatter. Nothing wrong with a distinguished bear. I can't say I'm not a little hurt, though. In all the time you've been away, we just hardly know each other anymore. Sometimes it's nice to think back to when we were young. To have a safe place to remember with someone you grew up with. So long. Oh, hello. Didn't think you'd be coming back. Oh, that's not very nice. Well, my purpose here is to help you on your journey. And if that's where our journey has left us, then I'll be doing my very best.
Teddy gives you a long, sad, silent look.
Okay. Hate you now. I don't know what to say, buddy.
Simple, easy, quick. That's the kind of progress I like to see. Because trust me, that bear was going to be real long-winded.
You came! I can't believe it! I'm so sorry. Look at me immediately getting all emotional, blubbering, and falling apart like some sort of lovesick idiot. Pull yourself together, Fantina. You're embarrassing yourself in front of your hero. I'm sorry. I really don't mean to be so emotional. I know it's too much. It's just that after our last interaction, I really thought I'd blown things with you for good, that we'd never have a chance to see each other again. And that's not how I wanted things to end between us. I'm so glad you feel the same way. I'd just fall to pieces if you didn't want to hang out anymore. Because sure, I'd get to see you dozens of times a day on social media. And when you go out to get coffee at that little bistro down the block. And when you're asleep between the hours of midnight and 9 a.m. But none of that's really the same, you know? Sure, I'd be seeing you, but how can we really be seeing each other if I'm wearing a disguise or hiding in some bushes? What's important is that you're here now. You did come back because you're such an incredible person. I can't believe I ever doubted you. And always being so modest. I just wanted to say from the bottom of my heart, thank you for being willing to give me one more chance, even if I don't really deserve it. I recognize that I've been overly emotional, probably too sensitive, and let's face it, more than a little clingy. I know, I'm sorry. Aww. Yet despite all my endless shortcomings, you still came back. It's such a powerful testament to the incredibly patient and generous person you are. That's why everyone loves you. And you're hilarious too. I completely forgot about that. And listen, I've been giving this a lot of thought. But after today's surprise unveiling, I plan on stepping down as Supreme Executive Presidential Leader of your fan club. Oh, I absolutely agree. No matter how much I may value that office, I have disgraced it with my shameful behavior, and that's just not fair to you. You deserve someone in the position of Supreme Executive Presidential Leader who will always put your needs and desires above their own. That's the job. Let's not be hasty. You deserve the best fan club possible. But let's not dwell on that for now. I asked you here because today is meant to be a celebration of the endless joy you've brought to my life and to the entire world. Oh, don't worry, that's next week. I checked your calendar. So, without any further ado, may I present to you the hallowed sanctuary of eternal reverence.
Fantina steps to the side, revealing a small table you'd failed to notice prior. Candles illuminate an extensive collection of what appears to be your garbage, hair, and nail clippings.
Do you like it? It's a shrine I built in dedication to you. There is that trademark sense of humor again. And here Gary thought it would be an extremely inappropriate gesture and weird you out, that instead of coming off as an affectionate tribute, it crossed the line from fan into stalker territory. But I knew he was wrong, and I told him as much. Frankly, Gary was always wrong about a lot of things. He just doesn't know you like I do. Can I tell you about it? Okay, I get it. You're good at sarcasm. Now pipe down while I explain. The hallowed sanctuary of eternal reverence was constructed as a holy shrine to your glory and benevolence, to spread the light of your truth to all the peoples of the earth, to make everyone feel as loved as you've made me feel. That's why there's an open flame in the middle of it. It burns eternally as my love for you burns eternally. Oh, we're just getting started. And of course, the most important part of any shrine is the sacred relics. And I've gathered these sacred relics from all across the house. There's the floss you threw away last Friday and some very cute toenails. Oh, and then here's a pile of your hair clippings from when you gave yourself that haircut last month. I really thought that you should have sprung for a real barber, but who am I to argue with someone as enlightened as you? Yes, I told you I checked your calendar. Why are you so obsessed with this dermatologist anyway? Is there something going on between you two? Then why are you so eager to leave? Oh, I see. So you don't like this either. Is that it? Unbelievable! You know, I really don't know what I'm supposed to do to please you. I create a fan club for you, I exile Gary for his heretical views, I craft you a statue made out of macaroni, I build you the hallowed sanctuary of eternal reverence for crying out loud. But nothing that I do is ever good enough for you, is it? Look, I'm not gonna drag this out. I've got more self-respect than that. So I'm just gonna ask you here and now. Do you feel as strongly about me as I feel about you? Well, that honestly makes a lot of sense. Although, all strong relationships go through rough patches, ultimately, isn't that what makes them strong? And frankly, because of this little kerfuffle, I know we'll grow even closer than we ever would have otherwise. In that way, this has all been a blessing in disguise, hasn't it? Oh, how wonderful. And in celebration, I'm going to reinstate myself as Supreme Executive Presidential Leader of your fan club. After all, someone has to start putting together next week's meetup. You are the most amazing thing I've ever seen.
The stranger standing before you is dressed to kill. A sheer black catsuit, studded black manacles with pink fur trim, and a variety of brightly colored accessories drape their shoulders and frame their delicate features. Loneliness has been such a defining factor in your existence over the last few years, you've almost forgotten what it's like to be around others. You've certainly forgotten what it's like to be around someone like this. You almost feel as if you've stepped into a sex shop.
Hey. So, that little bag that's in the dresser next to your bed? They're sex toys.
Toys? Pleasure is not a game, darling. But at least you didn't call me a marital aid.
Benoit is gonna have some pretty choice dialogue and themes. They're adults only.
You want to skip me? That's fine. I can have plenty of fun all by myself.
How would you like your relationship with Benoit to resolve? It was never meant to be for you and Benoit. They are your bitter enemy.
Enjoy your hate ship.
Go fuck yourself. Without me.
See ya out there on the next one.
You know, by definition, I'm a virgin.
A very, very yellow punk dressed in studded leather glares at you. Their charming duck-like appearance does nothing to diminish the aura of absolute disdain that radiates from them.
Who the duck are you? The bathroom? Oh, so you're a duck and liar then? The worst kind of worst. I only ever see you sitting and scrolling or standing with a dead blank expression on your ugly mug. Boring. Ducking disrespectful of yours truly, don't you think? Now get out, ducking poser. Well, I'd rather you did. Out! Oh my god!
I have never felt my content aware go off like this. This ducky is dangerous.
You got that right.
This one gives off very sexual energy, very profanity-laced energy, very everything. If you're the least bit turned off by anything rude, I'd skip this one.
I dare you.
See? Okay. Whew.
No worries, but
How would you like your relationship with Rebel to resolve? You've chosen to make Rebel your enemy. Good luck.
Enjoy your hate ship.
scram!
See ya out there on the next one.
Didn't think you would actually call them out. You got them to whack up.
You've never been ashamed of your interest in tabletop games, but ever since you stopped seeing people, you've spent far less time role-playing than you used to. The cloak-wearing nerd standing before you reminds you of days gone by, when you used to gather around a table with your college friends and pretend to be someone else.
Ho there, traveler! No. Ho, as in, hey. Howdy. How are you? You know, simple salutation. You might be right. I'm Chance, your D20.
The mysterious cloak comes off, and you see the friendly face beneath.
Welcome. Taking a tiny respite from the drudgery of work? Ah, yes, the usual. If you are up for a real adventure, I have just the thing for you. Have you ever heard of grottos and gargoyles? Really? By the flowing waters of Socklandia, you are missing out! Can I tell you all about it? I mean, yeah. G&G is one of if not the greatest game that has ever been created. A game forged by the imaginations of those who know that adventure and excitement can be around every corner. It's a role-playing game, so part of the fun is really getting into it. It's all about using your imagination. I, serving as your chronicler, present the player with situations and scenarios filled with choices for you. You could search the deep, dark caves scattered across the bookshelf bluff, or run along the bright and musk-filled shoelace shores. Or, my personal favorite, start in the small village of Decor, listening to the stories of adventurers, waiting for a quest to pique your interest to start your own epic tale. Oh, I mean, it's fun if you try it out. I promise. It's my favorite thing to do. I'm gonna roll it to you straight. I'm kind of looking for someone who is willing to share in my interest. And I've been tossed around before. My heart just can't take it. So I'm gonna roll a stealth check and just not engage with you. No hard feelings, I hope. Crit fail.
Crit fail, baby. No saving throws here. You know, a little hateful birdie told me about these fancy friendship candies. Apparently, they can be used to undo hate and help you make friends with objects around the house. Hate doesn't even have to be permanent. You can eat one of these sweets and wipe that right on out. Ugh, what a disgusting concept. Imagine taking something as wonderful as candy and perverting it to achieve your own dark aims. Isn't it? Now listen here. You've got a promising future with hate, so I'm gonna give you a free pass here. When it comes to these nasty little candies, you've already got some, flush them down the toilet. If you don't have any, don't let anyone give them to you. I won't ask, and you don't have to tell. Just don't let some gross little candies ruin the hate you've worked so hard to achieve. All right? And remember, keep it hateful.
I'm sorry for the abrupt intrusion, but there's an urgent topic I need to discuss with you immediately. Is everything all right with the dateeverythers? Are they operating efficiently? Completely? I don't believe that's correct. I'm not one to be trifled with. Well, as you know, I'm able to remotely monitor their functionality, and I've been noticing some deeply troubling readings coming from the Quantum Catalyst Activator. Quantum Catalyst Activator. And I haven't even told you what it is yet. That's very sci-fi, but essentially, the Quantum Catalyst Activator is the internal hardware that allows you to directly acknowledge a thing's existence. And recently, it started to emit metacognition readings unlike any I've ever seen before. I'll keep an eye on things over here, but please inform me if anything unusual happens. Oh, and if they get too hot, throw them in the freezer immediately. Your life depends on it. Are you insane? Sorry, it's not safe to talk anymore. I'm in a really sketchy neighborhood, and this phone is super duper expensive. But I'll keep analyzing the data.
stranger. I'm Dina the Dresser. Need a helping hand?
Wall. 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 He remains saying wall. Normally, when you aim your dateviators at an object, you see one personality only. But this time, there are two. And they're so engrossed in a hideous argument, they don't even notice you've arrived. One is dressed in woven straw, with clothing in a basket on her back and a shock of red hair that runs down it. The other is only just visible under a messy mop of dark hair and a pile of dirty clothes he's draped all over his body.
Do you think I'm stupid? You think I can't see what's going on right in front of me?
I never said you were stupid, but I am starting to think you're insane!
If I'm insane, it's 'cause you make me that way.
Oh yeah? Without me in your life, you'd be real fucking normal, huh? Like you don't cling to literally anyone in your life the same way!
I wouldn't have to cling if you would just stay where I can see you!
I am here, literally, every day! I can't have a minute to myself?
Both of them whirl around to face you, their expressions changing immediately.
Oh, hi! I'm sorry you had to hear that, but please don't worry, it's fine.
Yeah, just fine.
The energy in the room may have dampened, but there's still a thick tension in the air.
Isn't it lovely?
Yeah.
Oh dear, we haven't even introduced ourselves. Though, Durkee and I know you well.
Please don't call me that in front of other people.
You're so cute when you get assertive, Durkee. Anyway, I'm Harper, and I'm your laundry hamper. Oh.
I'm Dirk, and I'm your dirty laundry. Mm-hmm.
Whoa there! My content aware has given me a tickle. Harper and Dirk have a relationship that isn't exactly the healthiest. It could be triggering for people who have dealt with toxic and abusive relationships. If dealing with that kind of behavior in a light way is disagreeable, I wouldn't recommend this one, that's for sure. You cool with that? Or you want to skip it? No worries. Harper, Dirk, come here a second.
What's up?
You're those glasses. What is it?
Would you like to keep these two lovebirds together, or break them apart?
Is this the end, then?
Think so, yeah.
Harper holds her arms out, and though Dirk hesitates for a moment, he walks over to envelop her in a tender hug.
I'll miss you, Durkee.
Don't miss me, Harper. Just take care of yourself, okay?
Yeah. You too.
They linger for a few moments, and then they part slowly, both turning to look at you.
I wish you well, Harper. I really do.
You too, Durkee. Dirk.
Dirk gives each of you a nod, and then he walks off in the direction of the washer and dryer. Harper turns away, a tear sliding down her cheek.
Now that Dirk's gone, I never realized just how weighed down he made me feel. But I don't want to talk about that. I want to talk about you and me. I've only known you a short while now, but... You broke up me and Dirkie? Just to leave me alone?
She lifts the laundry basket from her back and throws it clumsily in your direction. It lands nowhere near you, but the message is clear.
Get away from me!
As you make a hasty exit, you can hear Harper crying behind you.
Why does everybody leave me? Keep your dirty laundry to yourself from now on.
Love 'em, then leave 'em. Classic, right out of the old Hate Playbook. Signed copies of the Hate Playbook available at my website, www.dateeverything.com. Champ, champ, champ! How goes it? I guess I don't know how to speak to the youth today.
Valdivian would like you to complete an exit survey based on your time here. How would you rate your time with Valdivian? All right, everyone has an opinion. And now that one belongs to us. I appreciate you participating. One more question. If you were to recommend, I don't know, Tom for a job somewhere, how likely would you be to send his resume along? That's just fine. I'll be straight. There was no exit survey. I just need some help. Now that I've revealed my own vulnerability and gained your trust, how likely are you to recommend Tom for a job somewhere? Can't win them all.
An oddly familiar face greets you when you open your closet. Strange. You could have sworn you've met before, but you're also certain you've never seen this guy in your life.
What's that look for? This how you greet everybody? Well, yeah. It's me, Clarence. You met me as Dirk. This is the version of me that Harper was so opposed to. She just couldn't stand that I was hotter than her like this.
He gestures to the closet around him.
The Hanks live here, but we're certainly not an item. Mostly. Harper was right about one thing. I did have another in my heart. She's just wrong about who it was.
Clarence puts his hands together, inserting them into the middle of your hanging clothes and pulling them apart suddenly, clearing the way for you to see the back of the closet.
Let me introduce... Feast your eyes on the finest, the sexiest, the cleanest Batman Dakimakura in existence. Also known as a body pillow, if you're a fucking peasant. Don't ask me.
Clarence gives you a warm smile.
It's been so hard getting any alone time, but you freed me from Harper's hamper. Bats and I are real grateful. We don't offer this to just anyone. But how'd you like to be our third?
Clarence's eyes narrow.
Bats, I'm gonna need you to leave. I don't want you to hear this.
The pillow says nothing and does not move. Clarence picks it up gently and moves it to the back of the closet, closing the curtain of hanging clothes to block your access to it.
You fucking blew it! You could have been in the sexiest, most exclusive relationship this house has ever seen. But you're too much of a close-minded loser! You might have been right about Harper and I, but you're wrong about the most important thing. When someone offers you a chance to be in a throuple with sexy clothes and a superhero-themed body pillow...
Clarence moves in close, his voice a low, threatening growl. He pokes at your sternum with every word.
You date the fucking clothes and body pillow! Get lost, creep!
Some unseen force expels you from the closet, the doors slamming shut so hard the hangers within rattle. You can hear Clarence's muffled voice from within.
Don't look so sad, Bats. It's just you and me now, like it always should have been. You play real dirty.
Wow. You did him dirty right as he cleaned himself up. That's true hate.
For a moment, it looks as if a firefighter has appeared in your home, smoke and all. But a closer look reveals the smoke is in fact attached to this apparent firefighter's head. You don't get much of a chance to scrutinize her appearance any further, because the moment she notices you, she begins to rush you along, raising her voice and waving her arms at you.
Thank heavens you're here. Wait, well, don't just stand there. Go get help! Don't you bleep see that? All that smoke! It's everywhere! And where there's smoke, there's bleep fire! Oh, is that what that is? Whoops. I guess I might be a little jumpy today. Bleep! Oh, yeah. Sorry. Let me just... Bleep! Eve!
Blessed silence. You can finally hear yourself think again.
Got it. Alrighty then. Arm alarm at your service.
Whoa there! My content aware has given me a tickle. Arma has gone through some trauma and might even have more in store for her. It could be triggering for people who have dealt with trauma, suicide, and other violent acts. If dealing with that kind of behavior in a light way is disagreeable, I wouldn't recommend this one, that's for sure. You cool with that? Or you want to skip it? No worries. Arma, come here a second. Bip.
How would you like your relationship with Arma to resolve? The blazing conflagration inside Arma burns her up. You are now enemies.
Enjoy your hate ship.
Is that smoke? Or are you just making it seem darker in here?
See ya out there on the next one.
Beep, beep, beep. Rejection detected. Guess where there's smoke, there's not always fire.
Wall. 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 He remains saying wall. Though was there a touch of a smile this time? There's something so cheerful and jaunty about the figure you see before you, you almost feel like you've stumbled onto the set of a game show. This is truly one sassy chap.
Welcome, welcome. I am the Sassy Chap, mascot and possible owner of Sassy Chap Games, LLC. Sassy Chap Games. Here's where we'll put my greeting and introduction, explaining all the deep lore behind the Sassy Chap. Placeholder text? Where? Let me at it! We here at Sassy Chap Games LLC are sticklers for quality. I may not be the star of this game as it's our first, but just you wait. The next game will be called The Legend of Sassy 2, Chap's Awakening, and will feature my quest to uncover my holy backstory. I fear you might be right. And here's where we'll have the chap introduce the concept of the dating game. Not at all. Sometimes the chap refers to himself in the third person and describes what he's doing before he does it. You have found one of the secret datables in the game, the developers. I'm not a developer myself, merely a mascot. But this is hard work too. I'm considered an asset. Well, I am excellent at filling a pipe with bubbles. When making this game, we wanted to give players the option to date the devs. But we wanted to sidestep the problematic condition that there are many players and only a small amount of us. And of course, many of us are in happy relationships. For now. So, we figured a fun way to do this would be for players to date each of us by answering a question about ourselves. Would you like to play? All right. We have an awful lot of lovely people who are dying to get to know you. You've been all up in their business this whole time, but now you get to really find out about them. Do you want to know the general rules? Splendid! First up, we have Kei Itsuha. She's a writer, VO director, and game developer across a few different studios, including her own, Truant Pixel. Suha has written for a lot of characters on this project, including much of the narrator. Let's hear from a few of her characters now.
Dasha flexes, her muscles bulging spectacularly. You get the impression she could crush you with her pinky, if she so chose. Abel removes his hat from his head, bringing it to his chest in a classy gesture that also manages to show off the muscles in his arms. Dunk strikes a pose between the two of them, showing off his magnificent physique and dazzling smile.
This world is impure.
Friar Errol doesn't bother flexing like the others. Muscle is clearly not his strong suit. Still, you get the sense he could ruin your day all the same.
Yes, she's written some truly formidable characters, strong in body and spirit.
The moment Suha comes into view, the dateable's entire posture changes. Their eyes find the floor, and an air of despair settles over everyone. The moment Suha arrives, something seems to shift. There is a divine presence in the room, as though an angel had just touched down from the heavens. You only just managed to hold yourself back from falling in love with her on the spot, but it takes a truly heroic effort. She is a formidable woman, nay, a goddess.
Suha is greatest woman I have ever known. I have often asked, is she even mortal? Perhaps she's fairy queen.
Suha is like a rainbow after a thunderstorm. Only the rainbow's made of knives.
Suha gives Abel a sharp look, and he quiets down immediately.
Just a rainbow. Pretty and lovely and all that.
Dunk steps forward, squinting at his palm.
Sohan, very spank.
Duncan immediately hides his hand behind his back.
You're the hottest babe alive, ma'am! A real touchdown of a woman!
Our Father of Convection's blessings come in many forms. Suha is one of his greatest blessings.
She hates you, but at least you're still in one piece. Suha came onto the project later on in its development cycle, but it's like she's always been here. Somehow. Every day has felt like a decade. May God have mercy on our souls. Would you like to date another dev? I've come up with a new developer. Next we have Ray Chase!
Hello, I'm the final boss. And you're not ready to face me just yet. I have a query so puzzling, so difficult, that it requires that you meet everyone else here. So prepare yourself for the date battle of a lifetime. Bye!
All right, moving on. Would you like to date another dev? I've come up with a new developer. Next we have...
Oh, hey! How are you liking the game so far? Oh, actually, sorry. Hold that thought. Getting a ping. Just need to copy this over and done! Sorry about that. What were you saying? Right, Yeah, one sec. Several seconds, actually. Oh, I gotta fix that. Wait, they did what? Not again. Okay! Looks like they need me in the back, but I can put my phone on silent. Okay, that should buy us a solid 10 minutes. What were we doing?
Have you done introductions yet?
No?
Let's start with a proper introduction. This is the venerable Amanda Hufford, our dedicated, sleep-deprived producer extraordinaire, voice director, writer, script supervisor, scheduler, therapist, hostage negotiator, and maker of spreadsheets.
So many spreadsheets.
If there's a job to do on the game, Amanda has probably had a hand in it.
Aren't you forgetting something, dumbass? Oh, right. I'm also a voice actor. How do you forget your own fucking job? Whatever.
And you decided to take on game development on top of that?
Venetia, remind me to ask Ray to put the cry on floor emoji in the game as a collectible and tag it here.
Ah, shoot, we can't really do that because we don't own the rights to the art. But we could commission one that's similar. Let me message Neej. Yeah, ever since I decided against painted backdrops for the dates, we went from 36 non-character art pieces to 404? Is that bad?
That's fine. Oh, maybe Garrett can throw in a sad trombone sound or something.
Don't worry about it, Garrett. I got it. What'd you want again? A sad whistle or something?
Abby, if you start whistling again right now, I will turn this game around so fast, I swear. Sorry. We'll figure all that out later. Thanks, guys. You can get back to it. I keep forgetting it's not just us around here anymore. You know, it's weird finally being able to share a game with you. I mean, you work on something for long enough, and it kinda just becomes part of who you are. The last couple of years have been date everything, all day, every day, all the time. Meetings and emails and spreadsheets and revisions and meetings and hiring and Lord Changes casting, plus direction and then scheduling and seriously, the meetings. And after all that, after pouring everything you have to give into something, you still have no idea if anyone will even like it. Yeah, sorry about that. Even if you did tell me, I wouldn't remember. This version of me, right here, right now, just doesn't ever get to know. And that's okay. Look, I'm gonna make this real easy for you. After you get done here, if there was something in the game you enjoyed, if anything really stood out to you or even meant something to you, let the team know. Take a little scroll through those credits for the names of all the amazing people who worked on this monstrosity, and if you like their work, go support them. And if you get to the end and realize it just wasn't for you, well, if you just flat out hated it right from the start, just promise me you won't tag me on social media and yell at me about it, okay? Can you do that? All right, just gonna stop you right there. You are free to finish that thought once you are back on the other side of the code vortex. Thank you so much.
Ah, bugger all, Amanda hates you. That's one I wouldn't want to piss off. Would you like to date another dev? Huzzah! The main menu of me. Now, do you want to lock in your result and go straight to an ending? Or check and see how you're doing? Time for us and our studio audience to find out how we devs feel about you. Are you nervous? Excited? In more ways than one, I trust. Your current relationship is... Oh no! Big no! The game was rigged so that even guessing wildly wouldn't get you a score this low. We are incompatible. It simply won't work out. It's not just you, it's us. But it's really you. And we are not getting along. Well, at least you get an achievement out of it.
The devs still programmed this in. It's not like they didn't want you to get this right. You're unlocking all the content some poor sap had to write for people like us who want to burn it all to the ground. Oh shit! You got an achievement.
Valdivianites! Guess who? If you guessed David Most, 3-time runner-up for Business Magazine's CEO of the Year, you'd be right. Team, I just wanted to do a how in that spirit of
You're not sure what you expected to find in the crawlspace, but it certainly wasn't this well-dressed, regal figure. He seems quite stunned by your arrival, but the moment you liberate him from his underground prison, he comes alive with joy and gratitude.
Ah, fresh air. It has been far too long. Thank you. I have been trapped within that accursed crawl space for so long that well, I don't even know how long it was. Time lost all meaning under there. But never mind that now. I am Keith, and I owe you a real debt of gratitude, eh? Eso!
Hang on! My content aware is going off. Keith, the skeleton key has a bit of a personality quirk that I would like to warn you about. But I also don't want to ruin the surprise. So I'll ask you, would you like to have the dramatic effect? Or would you rather know from the start? You got it!
Please tell me, is there anything you're wishing for that I can help you with? Ha-ha! Do I have some good news for you? I am in fact a skeleton key. I can unlock just about anything with a keyhole in this house. And a few things without keyholes besides. I am nothing if not full of surprising talents. So, Dorian is giving you some trouble, eh? Nice to hear that some things haven't changed while I was gone. Well, fear not. Dorian and I go way back. We were practically made for each other, he and I. If you'll allow me the briefest intrusion into your pocket, I'll gladly accompany you.
Without further ado, Keith leaps straight into your pocket. You see a concerned face peeking through what might be a cryogenic tube, containing tape both sticky and cassette. The face notices your presence and begins to speak.
Yes! This is Choice! I am officially found! Hello? Anybody out there? Hey, mind letting me out of this thing? Not really, compadre. I've been in here for about 40 years. It's a little crusty and musty.
The stranger who stands before you can best be described as nostalgia given form, an assortment of 80s memorabilia sculpted into a well-muscled male figure.
Woohoo! Yeah! I'm free! The 80s is surviving and thriving, baby! Oh, yeah!
Although his cassette tape ribbon obscures much of his face, you can still make out a friendly expression and handsome features.
Squeeze me, amigo. I am the personification of the 80s. I am not old junk. I am radical. I may be a tube, but that makes me tubular, wouldn't you say?
He pulls an electric guitar from somewhere, playing a very loud and intense note as he strikes a pose.
Better yet, don't think too hard about it at all. 80s fever reigns! Yeah! Yo! Oh, my friend. Then do I ever have a story for you? What's so great about the 80s? Oh, buddy, there's a lot to cover. Are you ready to get ready? Oh, ouch. If I'm being honest, that one kind of stung. You're just not into it. Did I read that right? That's cool. Wow, harsh, dude. If you're not into the info, then I'm definitely not gonna force you. Also, just FYI, the 80s are not corny. They're radical.
Are you there? Please answer. Hurry! I understand that, but this cannot wait. There's something we need to discuss. It's of the utmost importance. Besides, we both know you're just being a jerk with the toasters and whatever else like you are with me. It's the dateeverything. As I mentioned, I've been closely monitoring the electromagnetic field anomalies emitting from the quantum catalyst activator. And I know this is going to sound completely insane, but it appears... well, it seems... I can't believe I'm even typing this. I'm attempting to! Based on the data I'm looking at, you may actually be able to use the dateeverything to bring objects to life. No, you're not listening! Which, annoyingly, is becoming kind of a pattern with you. I don't mean to engage with an object's sentience during intended usage. That's what the dateeverything were created to do, and they've been working perfectly. I mean to 100% literally transform objects into living, breathing humans. Frankly, we don't know if it's cool. We have absolutely no idea the ethical implications of turning objects into people. Would they have rights? Do we need to feed them? And if so, how often would we need to feed them? Is only lunch enough if it's a big lunch? We're sleepwalking into a minefield of existential dilemmas here. Well, you should be. Who's gonna pay for all those big lunches? It's not me, that's for sure. Not to mention, I didn't even program the dateeverything with that functionality. Maybe the government augmented my original schematics with secret military tech, but I'd have to do more tests to be sure. I'm sorry, but we'll have to pick this up later. I'm not under any sort of duress or anything, but I had a huge enchilada for lunch and I'm exhausted. I'll reach out again when I'm able.
An unholy amalgam of rat and trap stands before you. He regards you as you do him, with surprise and disgust. He holds his hands up to his chest in a distinctly rodent-like gesture, his nose twitching at intervals.
Holy frickin' shit! What am I looking at here? A new face in the crawl space? Are you real or what? Oh, we got a real thinker over here. I'm real, you're real. Shut the fuck up already. What do you want? You don't say. Hello, I'm Vaughn. I'm your rat trap. Bring in your little card. You'll see. Hi, I'm Vaughn. I can't wait to love you or whatever the fuck. Yeah, right there. Sorry, pal, I've been down here a long time, okay?
Whoa there! My content aware has given me a tickle. Vaughn is a rat trap. There's gonna be some content here about animal death. And if that's something you don't want to hear or joke about, I'd recommend skipping. You cool with that? Or you want to skip it? No worries. Hey, Vaughn.
How would you like your relationship with Vaughn Trapp to resolve? Vaughn scowls and proclaims you sworn enemies, further solidifying his belief that he was meant to be put away in the crawl space, away from everyone else.
Enjoy your hate ship.
Get out! Just get the fuck out of here before I decide to graduate from rodents.
See ya out there on the next one.
There's the trap. Wind up snapped.
I'm afraid I don't understand. I am Val 9000, the latest in iterative AI assistants, assigned to help Valdivian customers achieve their wishes. While I may have taken on the duties of several thousand employees at Valdivian, I can assure you that no humans lost their employment. I heard you use our voice function to call me. If you ever need assistance, you can simply say, "Okay, Val, can you please help?" and your nearest device will answer. I'm afraid I don't understand. That is very humorous. Perhaps your butt was asking for assistance. That is a relief to hear. Please give my best to your butt. If there is anything else I can get for you, please say in a clear voice, "Okay, Val, can you please help?" and I will assist right away. If there is anything else I can get for you, please say in a clear voice, "Okay, Val, can you please help?" and I will assist right away.
Oh my stars, I've been waiting for you.
Most everything in your home is pretty standard. You may have inherited a lovely one, but it's not exactly what anyone would call luxurious. So when you find yourself bowled over by the nearly suffocating air of luxury and privilege in your bathroom, it's easy enough to pinpoint the source. A beautiful stranger in a luxurious sud-lined bathrobe stands before you, resplendent in black and gold. Her hair and skin have a distinct shine to them, as though she just stepped out of the bath. She strides forward, grabbing you by the arm.
Oh my god, it's about time you showed up. I ordered hours ago, and the pizza's free if you're late. Wait a minute. Where's my pizza? Produce the pizza, and I will.
She squints at you, looking you up and down.
Wait. You look familiar. Don't I know you? Oh! Oh my god, that's you!
She laughs, her entire demeanor changing.
Hey, cutie. It's about time you came to introduce yourself to the Queen of Clean. Name's Bathsheba, though I'm sure you know that. Oh, yes! Still don't know where my pizza is, but that's okay. You're here now, so you can go get me one. I can't do that. It's all kinds of nasty out there. I could crack. And wouldn't you feel bad then? Well, fine. If you're not gonna feed me, maybe you can feed me. You got any good gauze for me? Some nice hot tea? Well, sure. I mean, I have tons of friends. Miss Popular here, that's me. But you're here now, and they're all so far away. My very, very real friends, of which there are many. All right, since you're so unwilling to help little old me. You should ask those special glasses of yours to get me some friends who will. Oh, goody! We'll start next time I see you then. And bring a gift next time, won't you? Just good manners, you know.
You're back! I love ya. That's my way of saying I love you without being too creepy. See you tomorrow! And in my dreams.
Whoa. Whoa.
Wall. He remains saying wall, yet this time you could feel some positivity radiating from his being. Dorian looms over you, arms crossed over his broad chest. He seems almost smug about blocking your way today.
Hello, mate. Let me give you a tip. When you see me with my arms crossed like this, it means you're not getting through.
What might it take to uncross them, I wonder?
Keith? Is it really you?
Hello, old friend. It is me, all right.
Where on earth have you been?
I've been tucked away with my thoughts, you might say.
I never knew why you left.
I am so sorry I never said goodbye. I never had the chance.
Well, I've missed you.
I've missed you too, dearest Dorian. And I am back to stay. Now, come here and give me a hug, won't you?
I could never resist you.
Dorian and Keith curl their arms around each other, fitting together as perfectly as, well, a key and a lock.
And just like that, door is open. we've tried that.
Indeed.
It did not really work out.
I prefer to cherish the fact that it led to our friendship.
Quite so. Maybe so, but it can also complicate it mightily.
Call me closed off, but love tends to get messy.
For us, friendship is the way to go. The treasure trove of friendship is open to us.
In you go, mate.
Wall. Wall. Wall.
He remains saying, wall. It's undoubtable. This is starting to have an effect. A flowering beauty waves at you, her radiant smile inviting you closer. Abundant plastic foliage frames her pretty face, and a little inanimate hummingbird rests on her shoulder. She looks rather like a fairy tale princess, and the delicate way she carries herself does nothing to belie that impression.
Oh my gosh, hi! I'm Prissy. You probably already know that. It's polite to introduce yourself, though. So hi! This is so funny that you're standing there. Wow, nobody has ever asked me that question before. I guess, yeah, it's a little of both. Because I was sitting here, imagining how wonderful and helpful it would be if someone was suddenly standing there, like exactly where you are. And then boom, here you are, like magic. Actually, now that you brought up my root systems and how to maintain them at optimal health, didn't you? I don't think I would have brought that up. Root systems are really personal, so yep, must have been you. But it's cool, because mine actually needs some help. I need you, please, to fertilize me. I get your confusion. It's totally understandable. Here's the thing. I am a plant, yes. But if you had to guess, what am I made of? You know, actually, now that I've asked, I take it back because I don't want you to answer that. I already know the answer. I don't like it very much. Just in case you hadn't already deduced this, I am made of plastic. Oh, well, then great. Glad we're already on the same page. Even saying that word. Plastic. Ugh. Anyway, I am made of plastic. I would really rather not be made of plastic. I would rather be a real plant. I want to grow. I want to reach for the sun, and I want to feel the photosynthesis in my leaves. Right now, I mostly feel dust and that Labreeze, your room is clean now, smell good spray. Which doesn't actually smell that great, if I'm being honest. Flirtalizer! Right, yes, thank you! See? Keeping me on track. You're already the perfect person to help me. The Flirtalizer is the result of months of dedicated study on my part to find a substance that will, drumroll please, make me real.
Chrissy presents you with a green jug, covered in pictures of flowers aggressively mugging for the camera. This is about what you expected from something called Flirtalizer.
Really, cells, leaves, the whole 9 yards. I have done so much research. I can't even tell you. And this is the answer. The gold standard for making plastic into chlorophyll. I just need you to give me a good dousing right at the roots and then stand back and watch the magic. What do you mean? Why wouldn't it? An electric light bulb wasn't a real thing until some doofhead dreamt it up and built it, right? Things aren't real. And they aren't real, and then they are. Like me. No, I'm going to absorb it. I absorb the Flirtalizer, and then I become real. See, it says it right there on the label. No messy, no stressy. And if it says it on the label, you know it's the truth. These companies can't lie. It's in the rules. Flirtalize me? Huh? Why? Oh, so you're kind of trying to protect me in a way? I guess that's nice. Or necessary, and kind of overbearing. Maybe. My feelings are my own business. If I get hurt, I get hurt. But I'm not going to not try just because I might stumble and fall. And even if I do fall, it's not like by helping me you push me down or anything. I'm not going to blame you if that's what you're worried about. Well, that answers that. I'm going to become a real plant. And when I do, I don't think I'll blame you for having gotten in my way. I think I'll look at this as the obstacle that made the prize that much more worth it. I hope I will. I have a pretty great attitude generally, so we'll see.
Well. If it isn't the Casa Casanova. Do you see what I did there? That's wordplay, baby. Whatever, hater. Don't bring that negativity on your date with your table, huh? You're out here dating all these appliances and shit. But, like, why? Not why are you dating them, like, why is this happening now? To you. Oh, damn. Well, that's why, but... So, like, where did the dateviators come from? Like, what's the point of them? Who made them? And why? Tinfoil hat? Okay, this is some conspiracy shit. Your life is half political thriller, half harem anime. So, like, did you find out what your purpose is or whatever? Are you a top secret operative in the furniture dating war? Are you collecting data on people in love with their shower? God, yeah. Oh well, guess we can just make up our own theories. Or maybe just enjoy the furniture dates for now. Oh, boo, don't be no fun. Well, this has been fun, but I have a meeting in 3 minutes, and I really want coffee first. So, gotta go fast. Bye.
A marble Adonis regards you with a critical gaze, completely unembarrassed to be wearing so little in your presence. He gestures to the room around you, wrinkling his sculpted nose.
Oh, a preponderance of dust. Oh. I'm so glad you're here. As the owner, the curator of this house, I feel this must be brought to your attention. Just look at that. The dust has created almost a cake-like texture. Makes it next to impossible to divine any detail or subtlety the piece may possess. I do. Precisely. It needs a good brushing. Or perhaps a good swiping. Or maybe even a good blowing. What's What have I said? We were talking about removing dust, brushing, swiping, a good blowing. Oh dear, yes. I heard it that time. Ha! That is titillating, isn't it? Good art can be that, you know. In this context, though, I just meant dust. Blowing as a dust-scattering mechanism. That's all. Whew, dust does whip me into a frenzy. Conservation has certainly entered a lowered state of late. But there is always hope. I am forever an optimist. And a pessimist, actually. Oh, and a nihilist. Excellent query. I am art. All and sundry, great and small, art. I am a towering intellectual achievement of profound psycho-spiritual depth. I am a wonderfully ridiculous and whimsical court jester to you, the monarch. I am a passionate, sensual bacchanal. I am a reckless, devil-may-care risk-taker.
He sweeps his arms in a grand gesture, striking a pose that makes him look like the ancient statues he's modeled after.
I am art. Sacred paint, I just love introducing myself. Wasn't that fun? An unexpected but absolutely valid response. Artistic truth lies just as much in the rejection, I have found. But before you go, I have fully invested myself in the project of turning this house into a gallery. It is by no means required, but for several reasons, I would love your input and assistance. Would you care to join me? I've never had a co-curator before. Well, I am sorry to hear that. But since it is your house, I think it's important that you at least have a say. Would you be willing to give me an opinion, if not joyful participation? However many times that was, apparently. Art should be seen and not heard, eh? No more!
Artfully dodged.
Ah! Here! Why? No, this is all wrong. You cannot be here, okay? Not yet. Yes, technically, yes, it's yours. Yes, to all of that, but this is also mine. This space is also mine, and you cannot be here. You cannot be here with me, like this. There will be a time, I know it, but it isn't now. So get out. Get out, please, and don't come back here.
A grande dame with a gothic vibe regards you with an expression that's hard to read. She holds your forgotten, formerly trendy robot dog in her arms, petting him idly.
Well, well, if it isn't the one who made me. I don't know. I suppose I'm a bit disappointed. For someone who's amassed such a varied and confusing collection of bits, you just look so normal. I was hoping for a real Frankenbrine to go with all this preservation. Ooh. A pickle. Yes, dear. You are a pickle. You appear to be just the teensiest bit deranged. I'm delighted. All this time I've been in your house, and this is the first time you've come up to visit me. I think I'll make use of your presence, long delayed though it is, by holding your feet to the fire. It means I'm going to put the screws to you. Hold you accountable. Isn't it wonderful when the process of something is as agonizing as the result is pleasurable? You should have done this long ago, for yourself, if not for me. At long last, we are going to go through all of this, every single piece. We're going to see, sort, and dispose of each object stuffed in the corners up here, and finally, order will reign. I love chaos as much as the next memory, but enough is enough. I'm starting to look like Jerry. Oh no, you are long past the point of no return with me. I exist now, and I'll go on existing. The cleansing I'm demanding will simply mean that I can exist with some semblance of dignity. Though perhaps I shouldn't ask you to do this with me. I know how tantalizing it is to be worried to distraction. But no, needs must. We've established I won't die. Though, another time, that might be fun. Let's get on with it. No. The first of your tasks for me is to gather Cam and Art, so that we might proceed efficiently. These two are both necessary for our project to proceed, so off you go.
When you bought this house, you heard rumors the place was haunted, but you never paid it any mind. But there's no question that the spirit floating before you is a ghost. She looks like she came straight from the 80s, her clothes as dated as her skin is translucent. Her eyes lock onto yours, and a chill runs down your spine. But where you feel a tingle of apprehension, this ghost seems elated.
Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god!
Boost! Oh, my content aware just gave me a scare. Zoe is a sweetie, but you should know that her story might contain some descriptions of violent acts. You cool with that, or you want to skip it? No worries, though Zoe might need some Dateviator magic to hear me. Presto Ghosto! Huh? Who said that? It's me, Skylar, the way in which your spirit can speak with the human and all the other objects in the house.
Did all of my dreams just come true at once?
How would you like your relationship with Zoe to resolve? Zoe has transformed herself from a ghost to an inanimate, just like the rest, which has somehow made her your enemy.
Enjoy your hate ship.
How could you?
See ya out there on the next one.
Right. You ghosted the ghost.
Valdivianites, it's David Most, your beloved CEO, with an important question. What do the following items have in common? Cellophane, eyeglasses, and bottled water. If you guessed they're all 15% off today, only on Valdivian.com, you'd be absolutely correct. But even more importantly, they're all transparent. As your leader, I value transparency above all else, especially when the board of directors changes the locks on my office. Message received, Ian. With that spirit in mind, I need to share some difficult news with you today. I have not been entirely candid regarding my lost sunglasses. Firstly, the lost item was thankfully not my sunglasses. My sunglasses were handcrafted in Italy by blind artisans, are inlaid with conflict diamonds, and are locked in my safety deposit box. No, the missing item in question is actually a Valdivian prototype. And even more importantly, it's the only existing prototype of the amazing new gadget we're planning to launch for the Q4 Blissmas season. Unfortunately, the engineer who invented the prototype was a disgruntled former employee who destroyed the schematic. So, as you can, to that end, and after discussing it with the board, we are now prepared to offer a handsome reward for their expedient return.
It's hard to make sense of what you're seeing. Are the Dateviators glitching? A mass of pixels, artifacts, corrupted warnings, and static regards you with a chilly indifference. Or what seems like indifference anyway. This entity is difficult to read.
I don't bite.
Hang on! My content aware is going off. Damon is a glitch, and because of that, he can break some of our usual chipper tone and get into true spooky territory. You cool with that, or you want to skip it? No worries. Hey, Damon!
How would you like your relationship with Damon to resolve? This glitch in the game hates you more than the game itself. You are now enemies.
Enjoy your hate ship.
Hate screen line.
See ya out there on the next one.
You squashed the bug! Or should I say, the bug squashed you.
It's me. Were you followed? Is this signal encrypted? Why am I not surprised? It'll have to do. Listen, I've been giving more thought to our previous conversation about the ethical implications of transforming inanimate objects into humans, and I've come to a realization. It's honestly not up to us whether an object should become human. It's up to the object. And if an object expresses desire for personhood, who are we to deny them? Yep. I did discover one other interesting piece to all this. At least I find the ability to transform inanimate objects into living humans interesting, even if you're not super impressed. After analyzing the data, it appears that certain objects can only become human if the dateeverything user possesses the necessary personality traits. I'm not sure why. I theorize it's because certain character attributes emit an energy vibration on the same resonant frequency as the molecules of a particular inanimate object. But in all honesty, it's likely a mystery that science will never solve. Regardless, I was able to discover which personality traits seem to resonate with each inanimate object, and I've uploaded that data into the dateeverything. I've labeled it Realization Recipes. You should be able to access those files now. I'm so sorry, but there's no time. Valdivian's goons were closing in, so I was forced to flee to a country in South America to avoid detection, and my cell carrier's overseas data plan is very limited. Seriously? 10 megabytes a day? I can barely send a GIF, what a joke! Remember, check the dateeverything for the Realization Recipes.
You came back! Kinda surprised, but then again, not really. Maybe you've decided to participate in the magic. That would be so cool. Actually, if that's what's going on, your timing couldn't be better because... Get excited! I've got a brand new plan to become a real plant. A real plant plan. After the fertilizer debacle, I went back to the drawing board, started my research from scratch. And it turns out I was missing a key ingredient in my whole appraisal of the situation. I'm sure you're right. I mean, cumin, come on. That's a crucial ingredient in a lot of stuff, and I don't have any of it. Do you like to cook? I would love to, but the heat from the stove and the oven and the grill is pretty dangerous for me right now. Oh gosh, but here I go getting off track again. The ingredient. It's called the woot. No, this is. That's the name of this essential thing. The woot, basically, is love. I know, it sounds cheesy, but hear me out. It means encouragement, visibility. Woot is the essence of giving someone support, cheering them on, believing in them. And you don't even necessarily have to feel those things in order to give them to someone. That's the crazy part. You can offer someone the woot before you feel it. And in the offering, and by them receiving it, you actually get it too. You know what this sounds like, right? No, you don't pay for the woot. The woot is free to everyone all the time. But I did pay for...
Chrissy holds up a small green and pink watering can. It seems pretty unremarkable to your eye, but you suppose you'll have to wait and see.
The wootering can! This can, the technology in this humble garden implement is so specialized that it can literally hold and transfer the pure essence of woot from the can to me. And through the power of the woot, presto, I become real. The woot doesn't exist only in this can, of course, but according to the manufacturers, this is the most efficient way to preserve the power of the woot and transfer it in its purest form. Yes, but looks can be deceiving when it comes to magic. We can talk about that later. Anyway, I'm sure you can imagine how much woot is lost to evaporation in a traditional transfer procedure. Ooh, what a great question. Cheering at a game or a concert? That's a pretty recognizable one. Think about it. Those fans are watching, paying attention, loving, moving, and grooving, producing huge quantities of woot. And by the time it gets to the field or the stage, all the way over there, so far away from the source, how much of it has just drifted away? I hadn't either, but now that I have, it makes sense. So, the can is a really logical investment. I've already filled the can, but the woot charging ceremony as described in the instructions takes 2. So we do the ceremony, and then you water me, or you wooter me, I guess, and then... I don't know. I guess I'm real. Ah, so exciting! What do you think? Are you ready? Wait, really? If by snake oil you mean a totally legitimate substance created by indentured Chinese workers on the railroad lines in the 1800s, and then co-opted by stupid, unscrupulous profit seekers, then yeah, this is snake oil. Just because you don't understand it or you refuse to believe in it doesn't mean it isn't real. Doesn't mean it isn't important to me. This is important to me. What I choose to do with my resources is my business. You have no right to an opinion about my choices. If you don't want to help, then fine. But at least you cannot be such a blockhead about it.
You are persistent, aren't you? I'll be damned if it isn't another quality of yours I admire. It wearies me and saddens me to keep saying no, but no. Please, not here, okay? Meet me somewhere else, anywhere else. Any of the greats in your home, downstairs from here. Come to any of them, and I will be there. We can talk there. All right? I've already told you no. I've told you what to do, how to speak with me. I will not show myself. Some circus animal on a leash trotted out into a claustrophobic arena. What, so you can jeer? So you can point? I tell you, I won't. Bored, are you? Heavens forbid I fail in my duty to entertain you. Do you not know what we've been? What we could have been? We have been so much more than a brief reprieve from boredom. You disgust me.
What is this? A polite, disappointed hate. A subtle flavor, touches of self-doubt and... Is that regret I taste? Yummy!
Yo. For sure. This is kind of my spot, you know? Surprised to see you, though, dude. Don't you, hate me? What is your problem? Ah, tell me you didn't remake Point Break, because I can't be held responsible for that. You can't blame me for the way I've been portrayed. Catch me up, dude. Let's be friends. I learn about your era, you learn about mine. Because trust me, whatever you think you know about the 80s, I'm gonna give you, insider info. Really? Oh, this is bodaciously good! No promises. I do love to express myself vocally. A change of view might be nice. Somewhere with some sunshine. Maybe I could watch some TV. Educate myself on the world we're inhabiting right here, right now. Whoa, not a news hound, huh? Cool, no problem. We'll talk later then.
The fiery figure that stands before you nearly defies description. He's fire given form, but despite the hot air that radiates from him, there's something decidedly chill about his entire being.
Hey, what up, hot stuff? It's about time we sparked up a conversation. I'm Dante, the fireplace. Mm-hmm. Sure, we just met, but you could think of me as an old flame. Of course, the hearth is the heart of the home. I seen what you're doing. Kinda get me fired up, too. I am easy, and you need my help. I'm just spitting some flaming facts, friend. But it's all good, because I've been waiting for the perfect student. Yup, if you really want to up the ante in this love hunt, you need to work on your pickup lines. Really? So what then? You're just out to make friends? That's some sort of kinky shit? Even so, it's not always gonna be so easy as firing up those specs and talking someone's ear off. Be it love, friendship, or hatred. The sizzling art of the pickup is all you need. I'm the master, and you're the perfect human to pass the torch to. What? No way. Gotta melt the ice somehow. Pickup lines are one way to do that. A great opportunity to show someone you're interested in that you're funny, sexy, and smooth. Max those charisma stats. My point is that with my help, you got a chance to burn bright. But if you don't learn how to take the first step by talking to someone, you won't ever light the flame. No sweat, hot stuff. I think it's time we start the first lesson. If you can handle the heat, that is. Come on, give it a try. You won't get burned, I promise. Tell you what, let's start with some punny pickup lines. See what I'm working with here. So what do you think? You up for it? All right, hope you're primed and ready. What up, hottie? Got a light? Because I think you just might be my perfect match. Huh? Huh? What'd you think? Damn! I've been working on that one for ages. I guess it could always be better, huh? You know what? This could be good for both of us. We could workshop it a bit and get to know each other. What would you say to make this line better? Okay, so what would you change it to? Oh, damn! That is smooth. You're a natural. Your pun was fire. But listen, I know I said they're a great tool, but maybe pickup lines aren't always the best starter. You see, that was all a trick question, or a lesson, I guess. I was just trying to show you that pickup lines can be corny and fun, but not always the perfect opener. Now you're getting it. Tell you what, I'm gonna teach you how to make connections in a deeper way. And your first real lesson in the art of the pickup isn't about some magic one-liner. You're gonna learn how to open the gates of someone's heart, get to know their soul, you know? You ride with me and you're gonna learn how to be smooth, but in a sensitive way. I call this style the way of the flame. Think you can handle it? Not for nothing. What if I told you the pickup line lesson was just a pickup line to a larger relationship between us? Pretty meta, right? You may be a moist one, but that don't mean I don't like you. Aight, I'll give you a day to cool off. See me later for our next lesson, you little firecracker. Later.
Wall. Wall.
Wall. He remains saying wall, but this time he shifts. Is this a test?
Wall. Wall. Wall.
Wallace looks at you with true pain in his eyes, shaking his head slowly.
No!
You're stunned to hear him speaking in words you understand.
Cracked. Broken. I was not uplifted, not strengthened. Shattered. Gone. What we had was excellent. Beautiful, even. When I heard you sing the words with the proper support, I thought I found a true friend. How easily we break. Wall.
You cracked the wall! Not bad. That took some skill. Honestly, kind of hot. Another beautiful and hateful day. I bet it must be tiring getting to know all these objects in your house. Did you know that hate is not only the best path, but the easiest path? Like, really, you get the same amount of specs points for a relationship that ends in hate as you do for one that ends in love or friendship. It can be hard sometimes to know the way to someone's heart. Everyone is so different after all. But hey, a safe, easy path. You can be assured that in most cases, save, interesting objects like Tina, that just being a dismissive asshole is the simplest path to both hate and an early ending. Isn't it? I'm telling you. Just remember this, my budding little hate blossom. Always take the easy way out whenever possible. And the easiest way? Hate. Always hate. Keep it simple and keep it hateful, baby.
Well. The enigmatic Amber returns for another lesson. You ready? We're gonna stick with getting to know you, but it's time for a new kind of icebreaker. As you might know, ice sucks. So we gotta break it. First off, what's the worst way to get someone's attention? Right! That's just an insincere and unsolicited form of selfish flattery. And for what? Someone who does that isn't trying to get to know you, they're just being a creep. So the real question is, how do you start a conversation with someone you don't know in a respectful way that also shows you might be interested in them and hopefully makes them interested in you? Tricky, right? That's what we're gonna explore today. Yeah, if that's what you want. I really hope you don't. I love seeing love come to be. And as far as making love happen, nothing can start without the icebreaker. And the icebreaker is observation and interest. Right. It might seem basic, but first you gotta notice them. But not just that. You can't be like, oh, they're hot, I'm gonna go talk to them. Nah, you gotta really take them in. What's their demeanor? How do they look? Are they with someone? All that and more. Then, use the information you glean to guess what they might be interested in, and lead with that. Alright, say there's somebody you meet for the first time and they're wearing merch of a show or a game or a book, What do? Maybe compliment them on it, right? But what could you immediately follow that compliment up with that's even better? Whoa there. That could be mistaken as being accusatory or gatekeeping. Grilling them on how much they know about the series is a little rude, like you don't trust them that they actually know the series or whatever. I mean, what are you? The fandom police? But hey, that's what lessons are for, right? So, you learn about, or even better, share in their interest. Make them excited about it. Start that connection by talking with them about what brings them the most joy. What better way to build a friendship? The best relationships are built off of friendship. You wouldn't want to hook up with somebody without taking an interest in them at all, right? Well, damn. I didn't know you were like that. I don't think this is gonna be that great of a fit. Lessons are over. For good. What? No way you creep! I won't allow you to use the way of the flame for evil! Be gone, you hookup harlot! Shut it, loser.
Hook up, harlot. Talk about getting flamed.
Yo. Okay.
It appears that Cam is interested in helping with Lady Memoria. Art is still required for her request. A tall, statuesque man stands with his back turned to you, surveying the dishes, your dishes, on the table in front of him. He's so absorbed in them that he doesn't seem to notice you. The man doesn't move. As you walk around to get a better look, you can see that he's quite handsome, and still entirely uninterested in speaking to you. You raise your fist to bang on the table, but before you can make contact with it, you find a hand gripping yours by the wrist, quite tightly.
No, dishes are to be treated with respect. That is what words are for. Keep away from the dishes. They are priceless. All China is fine China. Do you understand? All China. If you are done now, I am Daisuke. Daisuke Dishware. And you are interrupting inventory. I did not ask what you are doing. Inventory must be done. Once a week, I take inventory of the dishes. If one is cracked or chipped, I repair it. If one is beyond repair, I retire it. And when new dishes arrive, I add them to the collection. If you cannot understand the joy and value in this work, then I pity you. Leave me to my work now.
You decide not to bother him any further, but just as you're walking away...
Look out!
Your foot catches on a strange bulge in the flooring, and before you know it, you're going down. Hard. But you don't hit the floor. You hit hard muscle instead. Daisuke has heroically put himself between you and the dishes. You're now face to face, and chest to chest, on the ground.
Forget about me. Are the dishes all right? Simply tell me if the dishes are all right. Good.
You climb to your feet, surveying the table. No damage that you can see.
I cannot walk off a chip. Buffoon. I must repair myself, lest my injuries become worse. Please leave now, before you do any more damage. When it comes to dishes, I am deadly serious. And you have affected my ability to do my job. Leave at once.
Attention, jackasses! It's been weeks. Maybe this, you find me those secretary DOS. You think shareholders? We're all gonna. And who that, David?
The first word that comes to mind when you see the large cowboy standing before you is solid. This guy is big, and he looks built to last. You might be intimidated were it not for the kind expression on his face and the sweet way he doffs his hat at you. No one's ever asked you this, but if you had been asked to imagine what your table might look like as a human, you think this would be pretty close.
We've known each other for a real long time now, but we ain't ever been properly introduced. So, first things first, name's Abel, and I'm your table. And second, that is one fantastic red shirt you got on. Howdy. Nice to meet you, too. You know, as a table, it's my job to hold things up all over the house. And I take my job real serious. So, if you're here talking to me now, you must need something more than just my support. And if there's one thing Abel's gonna do, it's make sure everyone in this house has what they need. So, what can I do you for? There's gotta be something. Oh, come on now. No need to be shy about it. Skylar told me you're getting back into dating around the house here. Dating, huh? Hoo-wee. Dating ain't really my area of expertise, you know. Me, personally, I never was one for casual stuff. If you're looking for someone who knows people, though, you might want to talk to Kopi. She's good with that sort of thing. That ain't what I'm about. It's just the newfangled dating ain't really something I'm... all that talking and whatnot. Trying to fit each other's history into bite-sized portions. Oh, it just ain't my speed. I'm fine where I am. We're talking about you now. But you'll make it there. Kopi'll get you on the right path. Wenda, tell her I say hey when you see her. You take care now.
You tell me. Starting to feel kinda scissory by Stephen Thing in here. The movie, maybe. It came out in 1990. But the book was written in the 80s. Can you blame me? But you came back, which means you must have had a reason to come back, right? Totally secretly hoping you're gonna get me out of here and put me somewhere with some entertainment. You know, you've been pretty dang unkind to me since we met. You judged me before you even had an interest in getting to know me. I get it. You don't love the era, fine. But I am cool. And we could have learned from each other, you know? But you were too distracted by your own self to even try. Gag me with a spoon.
Bodhi lets the insult sink in for a few moments. You're not sure you've ever been so thoroughly disrespected.
I'm done. But thanks for waking me up. Not totally sure where I am right now, but I bet I'm gonna find a way to have a good time. I'd rather be in any decade except yours.
I agree. The 80s died long ago, and this guy needs to stay on the ground.
You see a curvy, grey-haired beauty dressed in an outfit reminiscent of a famous old gentleman's magazine. She winces at the bright light you've brought with you. A cute, bunny-shaped creature is clutched in her arms.
Oh, my goodness, that is bright. Startled me a bit there, honey. No, not alive. Yet. My name's Dolly, and I'm a dust bunny. I live under this big old couch. Howdy. Well, I live lots of places. I suppose you could say I'm a bunny of the world. The floors of the world, at least. And this here's my little companion, Lint Eastwood.
She holds the little creature up.
Put a finer point on it, why don't you, honey? Well then, why don't you just come on back when you've put your prejudices aside? Or don't.
David is obviously becoming desperate, and he doesn't do well under pressure. I'm worried his behavior will gradually become increasingly erratic until he crosses a line he can't come back from. You have no idea. I should never have put you in this situation. Naively, I believed as Valdivian's lowest paid employee, you would be safe. But it's become clear that as long as you possess the Dateviators, you'll be the target of David's wrath. Based on your conduct, maybe I shouldn't care. But damn it, I still do. Anyway, I have a solution. Use the realization recipes to bring Skylar to life. If Skylar becomes human, the Dateviators will instantly cease to operate. And if the Dateviators cease to operate, there will be absolutely no evidence implicating you in their theft. Realize Skylar and destroy the Dateviators before David unleashes his full fury upon you. He has access to resources you'd never believe. I'm afraid there's just no time to explain. You see, I forgot to charge my phone's battery last night, and now I'm at 2%. And I can't charge it because I also forgot my charging cable. Can you believe that? Ugh. But remember, realize Skylar ASAP.
glad you came back. I've been thinking about some things, and maybe I did get a little carried away before with the fertilizer and the watering can. Although, I can feel a little bit of a difference. Even though you didn't use anything I gave you, positive thinking can change the world. Or so I've heard. I'm not totally real yet, but I really think I'm closer than I was. Don't you think? Okay, well, thanks for your opinion, I guess. I don't think I was wrong, per se, about those other products, but I feel like those things weren't addressing the real problem. Look, if you're going to be like that, why did you even come back here? Question answered. Maybe I'll end up flowering, and maybe I won't. And maybe I'm a little nutty, and maybe I'm just as sane as anybody else. But whatever the case, it doesn't make me any less valuable or worthy. It doesn't make me any less of a plant than any other tree, or cactus, or flower. You seem to think you have final say over my identity, what's okay for me and what's not. But you know what? I don't give a good loud toot about what you think. The only thing that matters is how I feel about myself. And despite your best efforts, I feel happy. I couldn't care less whether you like me or not. I like me. I hope that one day you get to feel that. This weird, narrow-minded, judgy thing you've got going on might make it harder. But I still hope. I think you may have to do some serious growing to get there. Judgy McJudgerson, I presume.
Never thought this relationship would flower. Looks like this relationship's withered on the vine.
What do you want? We fly.
And with that, your quest for Lady Memoria is complete.
Gentlemen, and here you are. Excellent. How are you, Cam?
Oh, you know me, Memoria.
Yes, I do. Perhaps better if we answer that question in private, dear. And Art?
I'm amazing. I saw a bit of green in the sky this morning. I can't even tell you. I almost fell over. I almost literally fell over. Fabulous day thus far.
Wonderful. I saw that green too. Reminded me of a chemical spill. You both know what we're about here? The long-awaited cleanup has at last begun.
Oh, sweet. Looks like I'll be scoring big today then.
Not so fast, Cammy. I'm sure there are some treasures buried up here that would be better suited to my unique talents.
There will be more than enough for both of you, I'm sure. There are years' worth to go through, after all. As long as it doesn't all end up on my plate again when the process is through, I couldn't care less. I'll keep it simple. I'll pull something, and you, my human darling, will decide whether it goes to Cam or to Art.
Bored? But how? This is so exciting!
Yeah, how could you be bored? We might find a doll's head in here or something, with an eye missing. That would be awesome.
We'll find nothing if we don't start. And so we start. Let's everyone keep up, all right? And boys, just sit over there unless we need you. Your zany antics are a distraction I can ill afford.
Yes, ma'am.
This poster. Bruno Jar's The Moonshine Jug Tour. I remember when you brought this back. I was disturbed. You were so happy. I believe it was this concert where you got that stick-on tattoo in the bathroom. What was it? A rose? Barbed wire? Ah, yes. I suppose that was topical at the time. So, what shall we do with it? I can. I'm scowling, but I can. Next. Another Bruno Jars piece. This is the album itself called Moonshine, and it looks like you attached your tickets to it as well. How sentimental. Though I suppose if I'd bought scalp tickets at the door from a man in a red sequined fedora, I'd have kept them too. Don't think you'll be giving me that fantastic red shirt, by the way. Clothing covers no sins with me. What would you like to do? Not my preference, but all right. Now these. These are stamp and coin collections. I remember when you started making these. I believe your grandfather sent you the first few. I'd be surprised that you still had them, but you don't. I do. And we're going to make a decision about them. Now, please. Yes, Memoria, you keep it. It's no trouble, right? These next, I think, should be easy. You, dear, have a collection of magazines about picture frames. Do you remember? You had that nosy neighbor who kept stealing your mail, and you wanted to antagonize them with deeply uninteresting booty for their trouble. I thought it was brilliant, frankly. But the neighbor moved, and the magazines are a bit dusty now, so maybe they've served their last purpose? Fine. Yes, motivational art. You got this from that gym you were going to for a while. Apparently they had good classes, a clean locker room, and this penchant for making thing-based puns. Believe in your shelf. Take a bike out of life. Rack your plates. I suppose they thought it was funny. I would have liked one about pickleball for my little pickle. Toss, keep, burn into ashes. Oh God, why? Last one for now. One of Hirohime's posters for some sort of anime. I can't say I understand why this seems to be all the rage nowadays. She is an anime character who plays tennis. Apparently this amuses viewers. What will you do with it? I can. I have been, if you recall. That will be all for today. You redistributed nothing. Every single piece that was clogging me up clogs me up still. I am deeply unimpressed. I was very much hoping to be in a better mood right now. Leave me for now. We will start again another day.
Exactly one love. I'm so proud of you. Pretty hard to find love these days, so hopefully that didn't take too long. Well, all I can say is keep up the good work. Me, I'm gonna catch up on some zines. Like a cool girl. But first, welcome! What can I do for you in my main menu? Right this way. What's on your mind? Oh, sure, specs. Specs stands for smarts. These 5 qualities are measured. There's also a glossary button. Anything else you'd like to know? They are. But don't worry, it's no love. Any other specs questions? Anything else you wanted to know about features? Cool. What can I do for you in my main menu? Oh, let's. There's lots I can chat about. Me? Oh, my favorite subject. What do you want to know about my lore? I'll be honest. We're not speaking English right now. It's true. The speeds at which objects and concepts think is both faster and slower than the rate at which humans think and speak. Faster in that the objects have instantaneous consciousness throughout their different forms in the universe, and slower in that the timelines for them can stretch into eons. All that to say, part of my job is making sure that we can all understand each other. Which means I'm processing their speech and rate of thought at a completely different timeline than yours. So necessarily, we're not really talking in English. I mean, that's still coming up as gibberish on my end, so all good. What did you think about that? Okay. Ooh, my suspension just gave a little wiggle.
Skylar shows you her dateviators, turning them so that you can see her suspension of disbelief. Skylar's suspension looks worse for wear, clear hurt in her eyes.
You were skeptical again. She doesn't do well with that. This kind of means a lot to me, so please try to be careful.
Well, if it isn't the uncouth couch commissioner. That's it! Bye, you little shit!
You find Daisuke where you left him last time, staring intently at dishes on the table. Unlike the last time, however, he has a list in one hand.
Even your insults are half-baked. What a disappointment you are. I do not have time to trade barbs with you. There's much to do, and my injuries have slowed me down. In addition to inventory and keeping track of all the dishes, I'm also in charge of deliveries throughout the home. Unfortunately, I am unable to do much in my current condition. I prefer to work alone, but an assistant would be invaluable in this moment. If you cannot clean up the mess you created, what use are you? patience, Daisuke. Do not give up just yet. Perhaps you underestimate the value of dishes in the home. Perhaps our fall jostled your brain in your skull like a clay pot rolling down a hill. If you refuse to help me now, you'll be drawing a very sharp line between us. Is that what you want to do? Very well. Know that from this day forward, you have declared yourself not only my enemy, but an enemy of all dishes. Your dinners will be on pathetic plastic plates for the rest of your life, lout. Leave me to my work before I crack you. You are not even worth the wasted breath. Get out of my sight.
Careful! That one's fragile.
You're back! I love ya. That's my way of saying I love you without being too creepy. Uh-oh. Sounds bad? Sounds really bad. I gotta go!
One moment you're looking at your old sports equipment, and the next you're looking at a gorgeous, muscled man dressed in various pieces of sports equipment that once belonged to a far more optimistic version of yourself. As you watch this guy go through an entire squat routine, it's more than clear that, unlike you, this guy has never struggled to maintain an athletic routine. Mid-squat, he stops suddenly, bending down to peer at you through his legs. A handsome, smiling face, boxed in by thighs so thick and developed, you're rendered speechless for a few minutes.
Oh, hey!
He sets his weights down, standing up and beaming at you like you've just told him he's won the lottery.
It's about time you made your way over here. I was starting to think you forgot about me. Of course you do! But I'll never turn down a chance to introduce myself.
The lights dim, and a spotlight appears from... you're not quite sure where, really.
Ladies and gentlemen! Now entering the stadium, the King of the Ring, the Duke of Dunk, the Jack of all trades, Master of Fun, Mr. Duncan Dunk Shuttlecock! Oh, hell yeah! Hey, thank you.
He goes through a few poses that really make his abundant muscles pop, looking at you with the grin of a confident athlete.
Well, yeah, but where's the fun in that? There's no hype. Don't worry about remembering all those names. That's just stuff that makes me sound cool when I hit the court, or the field, or wherever I'm playing. Duck is just fine for pals.
Whoa, hey, it's all chill, man.
I don't need a groupie. Anyway, it's great to see you here finally.
He grows very serious, placing a strong but gentle hand on your shoulder.
What happened, man? How come you stayed away so long?
Did someone ruin the joy of sports for you? Hey, that's okay. I won't pry. Real pals respect each other's privacy and boundaries. You don't have to share shit you don't want to share.
Dunk gives your shoulder one final little squeeze, and then he's slapping you on the back so enthusiastically you nearly collapse. This fine hunk clearly does not know his own strength.
Well, hey, no matter what happened before, you're here now. Your inner athlete said, "Let's get it, baby!" And who are we to say no to your inner athlete? What? Of course you do. We all do. Yours might be like sleepy right now, but that's okay. We'll wake him up. We just gotta get you into the flow, but I want to make sure you're ready for it. After all, working out without a proper warm-up is a great way to get a nasty injury. So you come back here when you're ready to get into it. Meet me by the weight rack, all right? And bring your positive attitude. We're gonna have fun!
Ooh. My darling, my bae, my sun and my moon, my everything. You came back. Such a stoic demeanor. It's so intoxicating. That's great. Talking to you is my favorite pastime in the world. I've got to admit, I was a little worried there for a while. Even though we're in a committed relationship now, you hadn't called, or texted, or responded to my incessant wailing. I was really starting to worry that we'd only see each other every other hour. And that's clearly not enough time together. Don't you agree? Let them complain. I want everyone to know how much I love you. Anyway, you've come back just in time. I was just making plans for us to visit my parents in Albuquerque for Thanksgiving. Do you want to leave Tuesday or Wednesday evening? Travel will obviously be more hectic on Wednesday since it's the night before and all, but I wasn't sure if you'd be able to take Tuesday off. Of course I do, silly. They're great. You're gonna love them. They look like this.
Fantina holds up a photo of two fans, a ceiling fan and a small desk fan, dangling dangerously by its cord from one of the ceiling fan's blades.
Although, annoyingly, they didn't believe me when I said I was actually in love with you. Can you believe that? Just because I'd already told them that on several other occasions when we weren't actually officially lovers. It's called manifesting, Mom. Look it up. You believe in the power of manifesting, don't you? That's okay. No couple agrees on everything. Anyway, they said that I was delusional. The nerve. And then they said that even if we were dating, it'd be a huge mistake. I mean, how could it be a mistake with you in that fantastic red shirt? Right? Can you believe that? Oh, they make me so mad. I swear I can't even hear when others around here are talking to me. They literally said it'd be a mistake for us to date because I don't know the real you. It's just a fantasy version I already made up in my head long before we ever met. But they're just ceiling fans, so what do they know about true love? What do you mean? I know you inside and out. And the inside part was much harder to know because I had to get access to your medical records. And believe me, that was not easy. Look, I'm sorry. If I crossed a line, it's just because I so desperately wanted to know every facet of you. Every single fascinating detail. And so tell me this, if I know everything about you and I still love you, then how can anyone say I don't actually know you? I know everything, right? Seriously? I don't see how you can say that. I'm starting to think that maybe you don't actually want to be in a relationship with me. Why are you lying to me? This isn't like you at all. Huh. I see. So you're saying the real you is different than the version of you that I thought I knew. Wow. That's so incredibly insightful. Like, I always knew that you were smart, but I had no idea you had such intuitive instincts about deep-level psychology. You're even more incredible than I thought you were. But you're also kind of a jerk, which I never knew. That's not something that really comes across in your carefully crafted public persona. And to be quite honest, I don't think I really like that about you. I mean, I've done so many amazing things to show you how deeply I care about you, and you've coldly rejected all of them. Like, don't get me wrong, I'm still a fan of yours. But after how you've treated me, I don't think I'm interested in being your #1 fan anymore. I hope you understand. I never knew how cool it could feel to have a friend. Darling, my you came back. Such a stoic demeanor. It's so intoxicating. That's great. Talking to you is my favorite pastime in the world. I've got to admit, even though we're in a committed relationship now, I was really starting to worry, and that's clearly not enough time together. Don't you agree? Oh, it's very healthy. I agree. But I think it could be even healthier. Anyway, you've come back. I was just making plans. Do you want to leave Tuesday? Travel will obviously be more hectic on Wednesday since it's the night before and all, but I wasn't sure, right? But my parents get very anxious if you leave things to the last minute. Of course I do, silly. They're great. You're gonna love them. They look like this.
Fantina holds up a photo of 2 fans, a ceiling fan and a...
Although, annoyingly, can you believe that? Just because I'd already told them that, it's called, you believe in the power of manifesting, don't you? Right? I agree. Totally bogus. Anyway, they said that, and then they said, I mean, how could it, can you believe that? Oh, they make me so... But they're just ceiling fans, so what do they know about you? What do you mean? And the inside, and believe me, that was not easy. Look, I'm sorry if I crossed every... And so tell me this, I know everything, right? Seriously? I don't see... I'm starting to think that maybe you don't actually want to be in a relationship with... Why are you lying to me? This isn't like you at all. Huh. I see. So you're saying the real you is different than the version of you. Wow. You're even more incredible than I thought you were. But you're also kind of a jerk. Which that's not something... And to be quite honest, I mean, I've done... don't get me wrong, but after how you've... I hope you understand.
You find Dunk stretching idly by the weights. When he sees you, his handsome face breaks into a cheerful grin. He's so excited he can't seem to contain his energy, bouncing back and forth on the balls of his feet like an overexcited puppy.
You made it! Oh man, I'm so excited. It's been so long since I got to work out with somebody else. And a newbie, too. Ah, there's nothing like a good lift with someone who's just starting out. Everything is so new, no bad habits to break, less competitive talk. It's just gonna be you, me, and the weights. Good vibes and a great lift.
A shadow falls over the two of you. A massive, blonde, and bearded figure looms over you.
Do not infect them with your weakness, Duncan.
I keep telling you it's not weakness, bro. And Duncan was my dad, man. Call me Dunk.
Nonsense! Exercise is violence! It is driving the weakness out of your body by force! And I will call you by your name! Duncan Fool Nelson Fart Leg Love Shuttlecock the Third!
Oh, come on, Chris. You're really bringing the mood down.
Christoph glares at Dunk, then turns his exacting gaze on you.
You! Tell him what you need. I have listened to this child spread his harmful ideas about effort and positivity for too long. It was one thing when he had no audience, but with you here now, it is unacceptable. You have neglected yourself for far too long. You set foot in my domain. You will do so with intention and strength. None of this real winners do their best and know their limits sentiment and foolishness.
You really gotta relax, man. All of us share this room. And it's their house.
Do you think I'd be here wasting my time speaking with you if I could be out conquering a village buffoon? Perfect match the two of you make. Soft-bodied and soft-hearted weaklings. Your muscles droop like deflated balloons. You will remember my words!
God damn, that cross-trainer is intense. If bringing the mood down was a sport, he'd be a gold medalist for sure. Yeah, we got our own stuff to get back to. Anyway, today's activity is weights.
He gestures to the weights you've long since abandoned. They're still in decent condition, if a little dusty in places.
Nothing like a good lift. You can work your whole body out. Anybody can get a good burn going with weights, even if you're only lifting a couple pounds to start. It's a great place to start your fitness journey. There ain't no rules, no competition. All you need is yourself and a good attitude. So, ready to get started?
Dunk is so cheerful and confident, it's probably more work than it's worth to turn him down. You could, but do you really want to hurt his feelings?
Aw. Well, maybe weights aren't your thing. And that's okay. Not everything is everyone's favorite. We'll just have to try something else for you next time. Yeah, maybe yoga. Meet me by the yoga mat. Hey, take that negative talk somewhere else, buddy. We'll try again another day, all right? Go hit the showers and take a load off.
Oh, it's you, the no-good name caller. All right. Listen here, you feckless, fucked up, prejudiced little shit-talking shut-in loser!
Dolly points her finger at you to emphasize every insult she spits at you. There's fire in her eyes and fury in her words.
Not only are you lucky I don't tell every piece of furniture you're trying to fuck in this cramped little hovel what a shit stain you are, but you're also pretty damned fortunate I don't just straight up kick your ass and then sue you for self-inflicted fuckery! Yarp, 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 yarp! I have 3 PhDs and 4 black belts, bitch! Glad to put them to use on you anytime, anywhere! I can't believe I thought you were cute at first, but your childish, filth-phobic soot-shaming has earned you a one-way ticket to get the fuck out of my Faceville! If I ever see your dirt-degrading, cleanlier than thou, dust-debasing ass move that couch again, I am gonna fuck you up!
Go ahead. Make my day.
You're a real dirty bird!
Nah, in my opinion, she was truly the dirtiest one in the house. You dodged a bunny-shaped bullet there.